What up, y'all? It's your boy Martine, aka the Boxing Purist. Welcome once again to the Truth and Absolute channel, where I speak the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me, good God Almighty. All right, y'all, I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is righteous. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that are stopping by for your first time, much love to y'all and thank you. I would appreciate if you hit that subscribe button by the time you get out of here. If you want to talk boxing, go down to the comments down below. You will find someone that will engage in talking boxing with you. You know what I'm saying? If you've been subscribed to my channel, I appreciate the heck out of you. You already know. Anyway, y'all, let's get into this one. So, obviously yesterday, we all had a huge surprise. We had a good fight, probably the biggest boxing event of 2024 so far. And it was a surprise. Of course, we saw Ryan Garcia and my man Devin Haney get into that ring, and the predictions were everywhere. The prediction I did not hear was the actual outcome of the fight, which is Ryan winning by decision. Now, myself, I thought he was going to stop him in 9 and 10 rounds. Again, I said if I would have put money on it, it would have been on Haney, the safe bet. But since I didn't, I picked Ryan, whatever. That left hook, you cannot count out a puncher. Anyway, yo, so the question now is, what's next for Ryan Garcia? What's next for Devin Haney? Now, one would assume, and if you saw my video leading up to the fight, I said that Ryan probably intentionally missed weight, which I believe he probably did, you know, to give himself a little advantage in this fight, right? To not have to cut extra, to be comfortable inside that ring. He wanted to get the W. I don't think he cared about belts. You know what I'm saying? Again, we're living in an era where sadly but surely belts are not as important as they once were. We, the boxing public, like them, but to a casual, they don't care. They like seeing names on a resume, names fight names, even if there's no belt involved. Again, last year's biggest fight was Tank versus Garcia, no belt involved. So let's move forward on this one. Are we going to get a rematch? Of course, in the beginning, I was like, yeah, we're going to get a rematch. That's the whole purpose of it. But at the same time, I don't know if we're going to get that rematch. Reason being is because, first of all, Devin Haney, you know, pretty much already thought. And now, before anything, yo, could I just say much respect and love to my man Devin Haney. Never been down. He got dropped like officially 3 times, but it was like 5 times in reality. He took shots that he's never taken before. He finally fought a guy that could bang, and guess what? He went 12 rounds with him. He fell short, but nonetheless, you know, I didn't hear no complaints on his end. He kept fighting. Big ups to Devin Haney and his team. I love the relationship him and his pops have. Anyway, now let's talk about Ryan Garcia now. A Devin Haney rematch would make good money for sure, but I do not think now that that is what he is seeking. Now, you see Ryan, you know, he's on his social media saying that he'll fight Boots and his next. I forget what other names that he said, but in reality, it makes sense to Ryan to stay put right there where he is at 140. 147, again, that left hook, he might be able to carry it into 147, but those dudes are bigger. They could take bigger punches, and they'll throw out bigger punches. And again, Ryan Garcia's fighting style is so strange because to try to add skills to Ryan's game almost takes away from what Ryan is to begin with, which is a puncher. Ryan fights in spurts. All of a sudden, he'll throw fast punches. If he lands the left hook, I don't care who it is in that weight division, they're going to go down or they're going to get wobbly legs like we seen Devin Haney last night. So I don't know. Now, they're talking about a Tank Davis, and of course, you guys saw Oscar De La Hoya said if he fights Tank Davis, it's going to be at a catch weight of 145. Pretty much Oscar is saying is we're not going to play that game where you weight drain us and then put a rehydration clause on us, is what Oscar was trying to say, right? But there's good fights in that weight class. There's good fights at 140. I mean, Tio is right there. Shakur could move up to 140. I mean, hell, a fight with Josh Taylor. Why not? A stay busy fight. The rematch with Tank, I don't see it happening because Tank's not going to fight the Ryan Garcia that Devin Haney fought. And what I mean by that, he's not going to fight no Ryan at 140 and not put a rehydration clause on him. If y'all see the fight look at a picture of Ryan when he fought Tank and when he fought Devin Haney, Haney and Tank both fought whole different fighters. I'm just going to say that. So moving forward, I don't know what Ryan's going to do next, to be honest with you. The sky is the limit right now. He could get anyone in that ring because he brings money to the table. Me personally, I just don't want him to bite off more than he could chew. You know, me personally, I'm like, yo, give, you know, Devin Haney the rematch or whatever. You know, pursue the Tank fight, and it might be might not get that one. Teofimo Lopez would be a good fight. Now, there's talks about, what about Isaac Cruz? What about Subriel Matias? What about those two dudes? Myself, I'm like, no. Those dudes should be reserved for each other. I don't want Ryan fighting neither of those dudes, because I want those dudes have a couple more fights and then fight each other, because that will make for an instant classic. With Ryan, it'd make for a good fight too, but not how I would make Matias and Isaac Cruz against each other. I'm telling you, that fight goes no further than 6 rounds. So we'll see what it is. Teofimo Lopez makes a lot of sense to me, but again, who knows what negotiations are going on behind the closed doors? Who knows? I don't think a move to 147 is smart just yet. But again, we'll see what happens. Now, on the other hand, what's next for Devin Haney? Devin Haney is kind of in a dilemma right now. See, this fight kind of changes a lot of things. Normally, when a fighter has a career that Devin Haney has had, and what I mean by that is Devin Haney, he has a decent resume, but he's fought in a lot of little dudes that came up in weight to fight him. And he looked really good against them, with the exception against Loma. Of course, we know Loma is a master boxer, and he's very awkward in that ring. Southpaw, he brings a lot to the table. He's really experienced. But Devin Haney does not pack a punch. At 140, he does not pack a punch. His chin is pretty decent, but he cannot punch. And another thing is, I was really surprised because Devin Haney looked like the real deal when he was squared up with Ryan. You know what I'm saying? He was slipping a little bit. He was moving the waist. He was giving a few little angles, but he wasn't throwing anything. He was almost walking down Ryan for no reason at all. Who knows what he was trying to do? But we saw that he can't punch. If you see Ryan's face after the fight, Ryan looks like he got beat up more by the 10 dudes that he got jumped by. I'm kidding, by the way, but you know what I'm trying to say. It seems like he took more punishment over social media than he did by Devin Haney. So now Devin Haney, we'll got to see how he comes back from this. A lot of times after a loss like this, Devin Haney getting his butt beat as bad as he did, physically and mentally, because Haney thought he was going to just cruise through Ryan Garcia. Hell, a lot of us did, right? He saw really quick that he wasn't. In his head, he's thinking, damn, Shakur and Tank are going to be clowning right now. He's thinking, damn, I let Ryan drop me. All these things were probably going through his head. And another thing, getting in that ring with Ryan again, he's going to be so scared and weary of that left hook that it's going to throw him off, and he will eventually get caught again. They fight again, regardless of the pounds, Ryan not making weight or nothing. They fight again. This time Ryan stops him. Because Devin will be super gun shy, trying not to get hit by that left hook. And hell, guess what? I don't blame him. I would not like to get hit by that left hook either. You know what I'm saying? It may be the only tool that my man Ryan has. That's all he needs. A guy like that, just because he packs that one trick pony, whatever you want to call him, that one trick could seal the deal for him, as you saw last night. So Devin Haney is at a spot. He's too big for 35, but he doesn't really pack a punch at 140. We'll see how he comes back mentally. Of course, he could still fight Shakur Stevenson. Of course, he could try to pursue Tank. Of course, he could fight Tio. But damn, man, when you're talking about Tank and Tio, big punches like that, it's scary. If I'm Team Haney, I'm going to try to get him a fight back, let him take a little vacation, let him take some months off, then come back and just fight anybody. Just fight anyone. Stay busy, fight, just to see how you feel inside that ring. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. All I know is that we were all surprised by the outcome last night. We'll see what the future holds for these two young warriors that stepped inside the ring. And big ups to both of them, because that division is packed and these two dudes fought each other. So we got to give them props on that. So let me know what you guys think that Ryan should do next, what Devin Haney should do next. If y'all want to continue to talk about the fight, drop it down below. But I do want to say one thing, and just because it's out there on social media, right? And I just said this earlier, but I'm going to say it again. They're saying that Tank is now validated because he beat Ryan, the dude that demolished Devin Haney. But I will say this. Tank Davis did not fight the Ryan Garcia that Devin Haney fought. Now, you can make an argument. You can say what you want to say. He did not fight the same Ryan Garcia, not even close, which is why PBC will never allow that fight to happen, because it would have to be under Tank's rules. You know what? I'm going to save that for another video. Drop a comment down below, yo. I love speaking with y'all. Let's talk boxing. Much love. God bless. And remember, the truth shall set y'all free. Peace.